Hey guys. Welcome back to Tesla Ripple. There's a couple different topics we're going to talk about in this episode. First one, murder hornets. That is ridiculous. So I've got to worry about frogs at night and going into my backyard because they're all over the place. And then now during the day, murder hornets? What kind of an apocalypse is this? With that, we're also going to talk about the main topic, which is vote by mail. I've got an interesting take on this. I think you'll want to hear it. Let's get to it.
Why, the only cure is bed rest. Anything I give you would only be a placebo.
Where do we get these placebos?
Maybe there's some in this truck.
I'm
cured. I mean, ow.
Okay guys, let's address the elephant in the room. Or in this case, the frogs that are not in the room. See, anytime I go out in the backyard at night, I hear the frogs that are out there. I hear them. See, I don't like frogs. I find them ugly and offensive, and they got those beady little eyes. Like, I just don't like frogs at all. Kind of freak me out a little bit. They might be prehistoric. I don't know. But here's the thing. They should have their space. I have my space. Don't come in my house. Don't come in my house, frog. I just don't go out there at night. And that's fine. We keep our distance. They can have the backyard. I'll have the inside. That's fine. Nothing out there for me to do anyway. So I'll call it good. Okay, we've addressed the frog issue. And now to the current apocalypse problem. Murder hornets? What? How is that even a thing? Apparently, they've been found in the northwest of the United States. They are about an inch long. They have stingers that can continue to sting, and their sting is much worse. The venom is much worse than a regular bee. It only takes a small amount of these vile little creatures to kill a human, but let alone they're going after our bees, our honeybees. We need our honeybees to pollinate everything. And these little bastards have come into town and they kill the honeybees. They just fold them up into a little thing and then they take the bulb back to their lair, and they're terrible creatures, terrible creatures. I told you about the frogs at night, and now we have murder hornets during the day, right? So here's the funny story about that. So I'm building a deck right now, and I went out to finish up my framing. I'm putting up a board and I'm getting it all in place, and this thing flies by my face.
What is that?
It just flies right by there. And so I jump back, right? Like it could be a murder hornet. So I jump back, and sure enough, what happens? The board falls on my head and I dust myself off a little bit, you know. And then I find out it was a fly.
David, your man card has been
Revoked.
After further inspection. But the point is, yes, I'm an idiot, but murder hornets? Why? Okay guys, now to the main topic of this video. People have very different opinions about vote by mail. I've struggled to understand why there's so much of an issue with this. I am a horrendously lazy person, and I am motivated by things that make my life easier. I have Alexa, which turns on and off my lights. I have a Tesla that drives for me, and I have a TV that I can watch YouTube on. Remember to hit that like button, by the way. Helps the algorithm for the channel. So I need good reasons to go outside. Okay, so like work, going to the doctor's office, for example, I don't know, but leaving my house to go stand in line where I'm maybe next to somebody that's talking on their cell phone, and I gotta worry about the COVID and maybe be there for hours. I wanna do fun things. Don't require me to stand in line, especially lines that might have John in them. You know, John from Walmart? Yeah, that guy. I don't wanna stand in line with that guy. So let me tell you about some of the things that I can do from home when I'm voting by mail. So I have a TV, I can watch YouTube, I can eat nachos. Who doesn't love nachos? Really, let's be honest, I'll eat anything with cheese on it because I love cheese. I can have a beer and vote. I can take a bath and vote.
Do when you move. Like every time I move, it's like 200,000 little hands.
I can build a deck and vote. I can get all of this done while voting at my house where I don't have to go do anything. Voting by mail can currently only be done in several states. I can't believe something this good people wouldn't want. Why would you not want it? Why would you want to go stand in line, do your civic duty and all of that just to get a sticker? Let's look at who can't vote and see if that helps us understand why people do vote that way. Okay, so who can't vote? Foreign nationals, animals, minors, pets, companies. Oh, and dead people. The argument that I've heard the most for not voting by mail is that there's a ton of fraud. Interestingly though, our president votes by mail. It's good enough for him, but he doesn't want you to do it. He can vote from Air Force One, or he can be out golfing and he can vote, but he doesn't want you to do it because of all the fraud. Super weird. So I tried to look at the stats to find out, is this a thing? I was able to find online, Google of course, that's where we all go. I found a study by Richard Hassan, who is an election law expert and professor at UC Irvine. He did a study from 2000 to 2012 and it found 491 incidents of fraud in that whole period of time. And then in that same period of time, there were 146 million registered voters that went out and voted. I don't even know how to do the math on that, but I'm pretty sure that's a very, very small percentage. And those people that did vote, the whole 146 million that did vote, they ate nachos from home while they voted. Of course I did. So I'm standing up for you, America. I think you should be able to eat nachos from your house and vote as well. So if you live in one of those states that doesn't let you do it, well, you call your congressman or write them or whatever people do. I don't know, but do something so you can drink a beer, eat your nachos from your house. Remember to go and vote. Stay safe, and by all means, be good to your neighbors. These are tough times. Cheers. I found my ripple. Go find yours.